Hello guys, welcome back to our Laravel 8 School Management System part 4. In the last part I have shown you guys how to create the forms and the migrations. So in this part 4 I will show you guys how to insert the data into the database. So let's get started, but let me just fix this issue first. So just open the code. Let me open my code editor, and here is my code editor. And now I will open the sidebar and I will go to resources, inside views, inside admins, inside levels. Okay, so let's open the fields here, and what I will do here is I will change this call LG4 to call LG2, and this call LG8 to call LG10, and here also call LG8 to call LG10. And now let's come here and refresh the page and see. Now here is everything is okay now. Okay, so now, and the next one is let's make a folder inside the apps here. Okay, so let's create a folder. I give a name called Jamba Samsung. Okay, and inside that Jamba Samsung I will have another folder called services. So I call it service. Okay, and inside this also again I will have two files. The one file will be constants.php, and the other file will be the helper.php. Okay, so now let's open our composer, and now let's scroll down up to the autoload section here, and here let's add a class map here. Just add the class map, and here the path will be app slash, and let's pass here Jamba Samsung our path. Okay, so you can say Jamba Samsung like this, and let's make this one as a string like this. Okay, so now here is done. Let's save this and let's close this. And now what I will do is let's run this command here. We say composer dom autoload. Okay, and hit enter. Okay, now everything is done here. Let's close this. Let's close the terminal, and now let's open our constants here, and inside our constants here let's open our PHP tag here. Okay, open PHP. So below here let's create our class. Okay, so the first class will be what? Let's make it const status. Okay, const status should be a class. So you say const status, it's a class. Okay, so let's open the class here, and here inside here what I will do, I will also do const active equals to 1. Okay, const inactive equals to 0. Const archive. Okay, let's make it archive equals to 2. Okay, let's do it like this. So means that here will be the active. Okay, active status. Here will be inactive status, and here will be the delete status. Okay, delete status like this. Okay, so and the next one here, let's create another class also, class, and now let's give a name of the class will be const gender like this, with a class. Open and close the curly bracket here. So now inside here let's make also, let's say const male equals to 1, const female equals to 0 like this. Okay, so now, and here also is done. Let's make this one small. Okay, so now here is done for now. Let's open the helper section, and let's make our stuff there. Okay, so come inside the helper here and open our PHP tag here. Okay, let me remove this one and open our PHP tag here. So let's make a class. Okay, so the class name gonna be what? Just give a class name, say helper. Okay, so inside this class here, let's make a function. Okay, function, and the function name get status. Okay, and let's remove all this from here, and inside here let's return an array. Okay, let's return an array here. So the array will have some fields inside. Okay, so the first one will be empty and will be select status, select status like this. Okay, and the second one here, let's bring the const here, const status, let's say active equals to, okay, active equals to, let's give it like active. Okay, and now the second one will be inactive. Okay, let's give it inactive equals to inactive here like this. Okay, so and now let's come down again, let's make another function. Okay, let's make another function here. Okay, let's change this function to static function. Okay, let's make it as static, and come here also change it as static, and the name here, let's make it like get status class like this, and get status class here, let's give one argument for this status class, and let's make it as status. And here let's make a switch case here, so we can give switch case, and the switch here, let's give it as status. Okay, and here now the case is the values, so let's pass here the values. So I will say const status. Okay, so here I will pass here inactive. Okay, so const status inactive, so means that let's return here the actual value. Let's say const status here, okay, return inactive like this. Okay, so and let's come down and let's copy this one, come down and bring another case here. You say const archive. Okay, should be what, the class. Okay, here is the class. Okay, then let's give it as batch like this, and this archive here, let's say batch warning. And now and this last one here, let's make the default as active. So here is the default, just make it batch success like this. And now let's try to reformat this. Click here to reformat your code, and everything is good like this. Okay, and now let's make the last one here. Let me close, let's just copy here. I just copy this one, I copy it like this, and I close this one, and I come down here, I paste it here. Okay, so now let's give the name to get value of the status. So it will be get status value like this. Okay, get status value, and let's pass here will be the same thing, but now let's change these things to inactive like this, and here will be okay like this, and now here will be is active like this. Okay, so now here is done as well. Okay, let's save this, save it, and let's go back inside our resources, inside levels here. Okay, inside the fields here, let's remove all these things from here, and let's call our helper by making the for each. So here I will say helper with this, and I say get status. Okay, get status This is a function inside the helper class. So now let's make it as a key with status here. Say status like this. Okay, and now here let's open option here, and the value here will be the key. Okay, and now let's bring here also, let's give the name of the status. So let's put the status here like this. Okay, now here is almost done. Let's save this and let's go to the browser and check it. Come here and try to refresh the browser, and here everything is work as we expected. Okay, so now if you see here, now our values are coming good like this. Okay, now everything is coming. Now let's go back here again. So what I will do here is okay, let me close the sidebar, and here inside the level name here, now I will add a value here. Let's add value. Okay, so inside the values here I will say something like, if we set level, so this level name, else all value, you can say all value of the level name. Okay, so you can say level name like this. Okay, and now, and here also, now what I will do, I will pass this inside here. I will pass this one inside the helper again. Let's make another function here. Okay, let's make another function here. Come down underneath here, let's make another function. This function will be get selected value like this. So get selected value, let's pass here 2 arguments, and the first one will be the key, and the second one here will be the value. Okay, like this. So let's come here and return and say here, if key, okay, if key equals to value, so we say add here selected, else don't select it. Okay, make it null like this. Okay, so now let's save this one as well. Save it. Let's go back to inside our fields here. Okay, here let's call the function here, and I will say helper get open close brackets here and say helper gets selected value. Okay, and now let's pass here the key and the value. So I will say something like key, and now pass here also the value. The value is coming from the database, so we will say level status like this. Okay, so but what I will do is inside here, let's just grab this thing all. Okay, like this, and I pass here is set function, it's set level. Okay, then pass this one, else pass null. Okay, so here is done as well. And let's make the error stops here. Let's come here and say inside the class here, let's make error and pass here error, and here is the error bullet like error, and come here and let's close the error and say n error like this. And inside here let's pass the name, so the name is this. Okay, so let's check it and put here invalid. So it's invalid. And the next one here, what we will do is let's come down here, let's make another error here. We say add error like this, and delete error, and let's pass here the name of the level. Okay, pass the level name here, and inside here let's make a span tag. Open span tag here, and inside the span tag let's also make a class here, and the class will be invalid feedback. Okay, invalid feedback, like this. Okay, is the class name. And here let's open also another inside here. Let's make a strong tag, a strong tag here, and the strong tag here, let's pass here the message. Okay, like this. And here let's pass here the rule, and the rule gonna be what? Alert, like this. Okay, so and here let's change it to is invalid. Okay, it's invalid, like this. Okay, so now here is done. Now let us try to copy this and come inside the here also, and let's paste it below here. Okay, like this. And let's give this one as level status. Okay, and come here also and copy this error message as well. Come here inside the select here, let's paste inside the classes here. Okay, paste this one and change the name to level status, like this, and change this one also to level status, like this. Okay, and now and this one also, let's do the same thing here. I copy this from here and I come inside the description here. Okay, and I will paste it below here. Okay, and change this name to description, this text, and come here also in the classes here. Let's copy this one and come inside the classes of the description here. Let's paste it here as well, and change the text to description. Okay, like this. And now here let's bring this thing here. Let's copy this and come here and paste it inside here. Okay, and now let's change this thing to description. Okay, yeah, and this one also description. And here we are done. Okay, let's just reformat the code and see. Okay, now it seems like we have an error. Let's check what's the error. Okay, let's check this. Seems we have an error. There is no error. Just save this thing, save it for now. Okay, we still have unexpected online, which is this unexpected online set value description. Here is saying that okay, our error is this one, so let's fix it. It's already fixed, and let's save it now. Save it, and it's saved. And let's try to reformat the code, and the code now is good. So close this one, and here is the code for it. Everything is okay. So now let's come here and refresh the page and see what will happen. Okay, and yeah, everything is working fine as well. Okay, so now the next step is, let's go inside our services and let's create our services for this one. Come here inside this folder. Okay, let's create a service, a folder called levels, and inside this level, and let's create another folder called also grades. Okay, grades. Okay, but now inside this level, let's create a file called level service dot php, and now we pass this one here, and now let's call the php here, and after that let's give a namespace for this one. So the namespace will be app Jamba Sansa, and inside here, and we have a folder called service, and inside the services we have another folder called levels. Okay, like this. And the class here, let's make a class will be level service. Okay, open the class, close it here like this. And now inside here, let's make a function, and the function name will be get level data. Okay, so remove this from here. Okay, so we say get level data function, like this. Okay, and copy this one, also bring it here, copy another one, also bring it here, and change the names. So we're gonna say store level data. Okay, here will be store level data, and this one also will be delete level data. Okay, and here I say delete level data. Okay, so now inside here, inside the store here, let's pass here the level model. You will say level model and the request. Okay, let's pass also request here like this. Okay, so now here let's set return level model. Okay, let's say update or create here, and the first array, let's pass here the ID. Okay, like this, and say request edit ID. Okay, and now inside the second array here, let's pass here the values. Okay, like this. So inside here we will say name equals to request level name. Okay, and now let's come here and say status equals to request level status, and here the description equals to request, okay, description. Okay, like this, and here it's done for now. Okay, so and that's all what we need to do here. Okay, and let's make the delete as well here. Okay, let's pass the level model here as well. So I will come here and I return the level model. Okay, return level model, say delete, like this. Okay, now here is done as well, and here let's just leave it like this for now. Okay, and save this. Let's save it from here, and it's saved successfully. Okay, and let's go inside the controller, which is inside HTTP controllers. Let's open this level controller, and inside this level controller here, I will go inside this. Let's scroll down here. Let's make a validation here function. Let's make it as private. Okay, or let's even make it like protected function. Okay, protected function, and the name is validated. Okay, so here let's pass here request. Okay, and here now let's return this, this validate, and the first here let's pass here request, and the request will have an array, and inside here let's pass our field names here. You say level name. Okay, pass here is required, and let's pass the pipe here, and will be max will be 200, or let's make it 100 characters, and copy this, come here, say level status max, let's give the main will be 1. Okay, now come here, the description is not required but is nullable, and max will be 200 characters. Okay, now here is done as well. Let's go inside the store here, come inside the store here, let's call our services. Okay, let's inject our services. So we will say here level service, like this, and we also call the level service here. And now let's come down here, let's call the validation here. Okay, so we're gonna say this validated. Okay, this validated, and pass here the request like this, and below here let's pass our service. We can say level service, okay, and let's get the method. We can say store data, and now let's pass the model here. New model will be level, okay, and pass the request as well here. Request, that's all, okay, for now. And here now is done. So let's try to format this code, and everything is formatted fine, okay. Let's save this code, save all, okay. And now let's open here. Let's open the and try to save and try to insert our data into the database and see what will happen, okay. So come here and say, let's give a name like this, and its status, you say this, hit save and see what will happen. And we have an error called this mass assignment. Yeah, that's true. Let's go inside the model here, okay. Open the models. Let me open it from here. Come here, come inside the apps here, inside the models here, inside levels model. Come below here. Let's make protected fillable array, and array here. The first array name will be name, the second will be status, and the third will be the description, okay, like this. And now it's done. Save this one, save it from here, and let's go back to the browser and try to refresh the page and see what will happen. And it's saved successfully. You see, now everything is working fine. So now let's try to add another one again. Let's try to add secondary, and come here, active. You say this is secondary, like this. Hit save, and it saved successfully, okay. So now what I will do is, let's make the edit and the delete function here. So let's go back here, and inside the fields, let's close here everything for now, okay. I will close all of these things, save and close all. And now let's close everything here. Let's go back inside the resources, views, admins, okay. Wait, let's create here a component inside the views first, okay. Let's create a component here. So I will create a folder called components, okay. Inside these components here, I will create two files. The first file will be alert, the second file will be the model. So let's create here alerts, and inside the alerts, let's pass a file here. We're gonna say alert.delete.php, like this, okay. So, and inside the component again, let's create a folder. Let's call it like this. And inside the models, let's pass here, we can say delete.delete.php, like this. And here it's done for now, okay. So, and I will pass here inside the model here, inside the model delete here, I'll pass here props, okay. Let's pass props here, and let's give a title, okay. Let's give a title, and title call this title as well, okay. Save this thing, and let's go inside the fields, okay. Let's go inside the levels here, inside admins, levels, and inside the tables here, okay. Let's come here, and let's add another th here, name it as action. And below here, let's add another td, and inside td here, let's add button group here. We say button group, okay. So this will be button group here, like this. And inside the button group here, let's make edit and delete button here. So I will say araf, okay. And this will be the route for the edit, okay. We can say route, and inside the route we can levels dot edit and the level id, like this, okay. Now let me close the sidebar, like this. And here let's pass the icon here. I will say safer dot var dot edit. Okay, like this, and inside here let's pass the name called edit. Okay, now inside this let's give a class. You can say btn info, btn flat. Okay, like this. Let's try to copy this. Let's change the class to btn danger. Okay, and let's come here and change this thing to trash, the icon, and let's change the text to delete. Okay, so, and the route I will change it later, but for now let's leave it like this. So let's save this, save it like this, and come inside the browser and refresh this page and see what will happen. Okay, now here it's coming fine, but our class of the delete is not coming. Let's go back here and check what's the issue. Okay, it's not that, it's btn. Okay, save it and come to the browser and refresh this page again, and now everything is coming fine. Okay, so what I will do is I will work on the delete section here. Let's check the delete section here. Let's go back inside the here. Let's open the models again, back inside the delete here. Underneath here, let's make a model. So what I will do is let's go back to the browser and search for bootstrap model bootstrap. Okay, click this one and let's scroll down. Let's grab this one and come back here. Let's paste it here. Okay, paste it here. That's all. And this here, let's change it to delete with the title. Okay, the title that we have put here. Okay, in the props here. Okay, so here let's change it to are you sure you want to delete this, like this. Okay, and let's wrap this one with a form. So the action will be empty and the method will be post. Okay, and let's add here the CSRF token. Let's add another method. Let's add method like delete method. So it should be delete like this, and let's pass this one here. Okay, so let's cut this from here and bring it down here. Let's change this thing to submit. Okay, the type button type, and let's give this from a class. Okay, from delete like this. Okay, so now I think that's all for now, and let's give this one fit class. Let's fit in. So okay, so that's all for this one. So let's change this thing to yes. Okay, and let's save this, save it from here, save this, and let's go back to the table here and close the sidebar here. What we will do here now, let's add here. Now let's remove this route from the href here, and let's add the ID of the model. Okay, this ID, let's add an ID in the model here. So you can say ID delete confirm. Okay, delete confirmation. Let's make it like that, this confirmation, and come back to the table and paste this one here, and come here, say the toggle. It will be model, and let's pass the URL here, data URL equals to route, say levels dot destroy with the ID of the level, like this. Okay, so I think that's all, and now let's give a class to this button. So button delete like this. Okay, so that's all what we need for now. Okay, so let's come here and call the component here. So you can say x models dot delete like this. Okay, but we don't need this here. Remove this and dot delete, and here let's pass our props. Okay, title equals to, so we pass the props like level like this. Okay, so here is done. So let's come here, let's go back to the delete model here. Okay, and below here let's add a script here. Let's say push and pass script. Okay, and inside this push here, let's open our script and close the script here. So you can say script close, and inside this open and close script here, we can add here say button on click function. Okay, pass the on click function here and close it. And now what we will do here is this form action attribute here. Let's get that one from here. I will say here pass this form attribute, so it's a class. So we say attribute and pass here action, and the next parameter will be this dot data URL, from where this data URL is coming from the table here. Okay, yes. So now let's save everything, save all. Okay, everything is saved now, and now let's come back here and let's come back and refresh the form and see what will happen. Okay, now everything is working fine. Okay, so now let's click this and see. Click here, it's coming good, right? Everything is coming. So if I click this one also, it's coming good. Okay, so now let's go back and change this thing to inside the model here. Let's change this thing to success, and let's change this thing to like this. That's all what we need here. So let's save this and let's go back inside the table, and here everything is okay. And now let's open the browser again and try to refresh the page. Now let's see if I click here. So you see now everything is working fine. So now let's try to delete the record from the database and see. So I will try to delete this one. If I click this, then here is there successfully. Okay, and if I click again here as well, and it will delete successfully as well. So now everything is working good. Okay, so now let me add here again one record again like this, and hit this one, so it's saved successfully. And now let's try to edit it, and it's working, you can say, and save it, and it's saved successfully. Okay, so now means everything is working fine here. Let's delete this one from here, and let's add a new one again. So everything is working. Okay, let's add this one also. This is the secondary, and save it. Okay, so now everything is working for this one. So I will stop the video from here, and I will get back to you guys in the upcoming videos. So see you in the next video.